Hi, today we're going to do Poetry Lesson 8. Today we're going to use our plan to write our animal poem. So you need your animal plan in front of you and a blank sheet of paper. So using our plan, we're going to write our animal poem. You want to make sure that in your plan, you have really good, strong onomatopoeia words. Remember, onomatopoeia words are the words that your animals say, or words that make noises. The purpose of including these words is to really get your reader to understand and to be able to visualize your creature or animal. So, if we look at mine, I have the word whoop, which is a word specific to cranes. And they also have flap and swoosh, which are good words that describe what it sounds like as it's soaring through the sky. Double check your poem to make sure that you have strong onomatopoeia words to describe what your animal says and does. Now, we're going to move on and write our poem. So just like our last plan, this plan shows you what each line of the poem should have on it. So on line 1, we're going to have our animal name. So on my line 1, I'm going to write crane. Then, on line 2, I'm going to use the adjectives to describe the crane. When I write my adjectives, I want to make sure that I use commas to separate each one. So I wrote beautiful, white, and strong. So that is line 2. Then, for line 3, I'm going to write my simile. So my simile was proud like a queen. So on my line 3 of my poem, I'm going to copy my simile. Proud like a queen. Then, on lines 4 and 5, I'm going to write what my animal says. So, for line 4, I'm just going to write the words it says. And I'm going to make sure that I have a capital for it. And then, for line 5, I'm going to write my noise. And I'm going to make sure that I copy the quotation marks, because that's what it's actually saying. I'm also going to make sure that I copy all of the exclamation points. So you really want to make sure that you get all the punctuation marks. And then finish with my quotation marks. So that's lines 4 and 5. So now for lines 6 and 7. So for line 6, I'm going to copy the word it and just the verb. So my verb is soars. So I would write it soars. Remember, a verb is an action word. And then underneath it, I would finish the rest of my sentence. So that would be on line 7. Through the sky. And then I'm going to finish up the poem with line 8, which says, sounds you hear from where it lives. So mine would be flap and swoosh. So I'm going to write flap, and then I'm going to use a comma to separate my two words, and then swoosh. And I'm going to end the poem with an exclamation point. So now I've used my plan to create my poem. Let's read it over. Crane, beautiful, white, strong, proud like a queen. It says, whoop, whoop, whoop. It soars through the sky. Flap, swoosh. So now my poem is complete. You are going to use your plan to write your poem. Please be careful and make sure that you are writing on the correct lines, just like I did. When you've finished writing your poem, you may move on to the next step.